Last year, a passenger missed their flight because airport AI flagged a block of cheese as a potential explosive. No joke. That suitcase wasn't stopped by a human, but by an algorithm that made a decision in milliseconds. Every time you check a bag, it disappears into a hidden world of conveyor belts, CT scanners, and artificial intelligence quietly deciding whether your luggage is safe to fly. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on how airport baggage AI really works. No conspiracy theories, no secret profiling, just real technology screening millions of bags every single day. We'll break down how CT scanners and machine learning detect threats, why perfectly innocent bags get flagged, what actually happens when your bag takes a detour, and what you can do to avoid delays. Stick around, you'll never look at checked luggage the same way again. Once you hand over your checked luggage, it immediately enters mandatory hold baggage screening. In the US, the TSA requires 100% of checked bags to be screened. In Europe, the same applies under EU aviation security rules. The core technology behind this is called an explosives detection system, or EDS, powered by CT scanners. Think medical CT scans, but optimized for suitcases. Instead of a flat X-ray image, the system generates a fully rotatable 3D model of your bag. AI algorithms then analyze the model in real time. So, what does the system actually evaluate? First, basic logistics. Weight and dimensions. Barcode and routing info. Flight, destination, transfer timing. Then, the contents. Density. How heavy something is for its size. Shape. Uniform blocks versus irregular objects. Material composition. Organic versus inorganic. This matters because many explosive materials share similar density profiles with everyday items. Common items that trigger alarms include dense foods in bulk, like aged cheese, honey, or thick spreads. Electronics clustered together, such as power banks and tangled cables. Unusual shapes like tightly rolled mats, densely packed clothing, or 3D printed objects. Importantly, there's no evidence that the bag itself is profiled based on who you are or where you're flying. The system evaluates the contents, not the passenger. That said, if you are selected for enhanced passenger screening, like the SSSS code in the US or random secondary checks in Europe, your bags may receive additional attention as part of that process. Real-world examples do happen. TSA officers have repeatedly flagged dense cheese blocks in US airports. At Schiphol, bulk licorice and stroopwafels are infamous for triggering alarms. To the system, these items simply look suspicious in terms of physics, not intent. Major manufacturers like Smiths Detection, Leidos, and Rapiscan train these systems using millions of real and synthetic scans. The goal isn't to recognize objects the way humans do, but to recognize patterns. Think of it like Google Images for explosives, except instead of seeing pictures, it sees density and molecular structure. Here's the typical process. 1. Automated CT scan generates a 3D model. 2. AI highlights suspicious regions using color-coded markers. 3. Human operator reviews the flagged area remotely, often in seconds. 4. If uncertainty remains, explosive trace detection swabs, or a physical inspection of the bag. This human-AI partnership is key. According to TSA studies, AI-assisted screening reduces false alarms by roughly 30 to 50%. Detects threats more consistently than humans alone. Significantly speeds up baggage throughput. Many US airports began deploying next-generation CT systems around 2018, with full AI integration accelerating after 2022. In Europe, high-resolution CT-based EDS became mandatory at most major airports by late 2024 into 2025. Of course, the system isn't perfect. False positives still happen. Foil-wrapped gifts, dense holiday food items, large bags of rice or flour. There's also the question of training bias. But in this context, bias usually means food, not people. If certain cultural foods aren't well represented in training data, those items may trigger more alarms. Still, because baggage AI is based on physics, density, shape, material, it's far less prone to social or ethnic bias than facial recognition systems. So, what actually happens when your bag gets flagged? Green light, straight to the aircraft. Yellow or orange, quick operator review, most are cleared instantly. Red alarm, physical inspection. A red alarm can add anywhere from 20 to 90 minutes to processing time. In one real case, a traveler watched their aircraft push back from the gate while TSA agents swabbed their suitcase, all because of a jar of peanut butter packed as a gift. Other real-world incidents include dense cheese blocks repeatedly flagged at US airports, honey jars and thick spreads triggering alarms, bulk licorice or syrupy foods causing inspections at Schiphol and Heathrow, a US case where a 3D printed prop gun caused a terminal disruption. If your flight departs without your bag, or you miss a connection due to screening delays, compensation is rare. In the US, TSA screening is considered a security requirement, not airline responsibility. In Europe, EU 261 compensation generally doesn't apply to security delays. When AI gets it wrong, accountability is diffuse. These systems are government approved and layered specifically to minimize risk. Over the next 5 to 10 years, expect more airports using fully automated AI clearance for low-risk bags, deeper integration with trusted traveler programs, widespread RFID plus AI tracking to reduce lost luggage. Scan images are typically deleted immediately unless a threat is detected, offering some level of privacy protection, though transparency remains limited for security reasons. Practical tips to minimize delays. These really work. Try them on your next trip. Avoid dense organic items in bulk, cheese wheels, honey jars, thick peanut butter. Pack electronics loosely and near the top for easier scanning. Use TSA-approved logs for US flights. Pro hack: put potentially suspicious dense items in your carry-on instead of checked. You'll spot issues at security and avoid missing your flight. Enroll in trusted traveler programs like TSA PreCheck or Global Entry. They often speed up baggage processing too. Planning a trip to test these tips? I've got a partner link in the description that searches hundreds of free airlines and finds the best deals, completely free to use and no extra cost to you. If this video is making you rethink checking a bag altogether, I've put together a completely free 2026 carry-on baggage cheat sheet, link in the description. Many travelers now skip check bags entirely, especially on US domestic flights where gate enforcement is stricter than ever in 2026. That's exactly why I created this guide. It covers exact carry-on and personal item size limits for 10 major US airlines. We have also the EU version. Which basic economy fares include overhead bins and which don't. Full TSA 311 liquid rules. Common fee traps and how to avoid $50 to $200 surprise charges. Proven packing hacks to fit everything. It's helped thousands already. Grab it anytime and completely free. Airport Baggage AI is impressive tech that keeps flying safe. No secret profiling, just smart threat detection. If you learned something new, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more aviation and travel tech videos. Don't forget to download my free 2026 US carry-on cheat sheet in the description. It's a game changer for domestic flyers. Drop your worst baggage screening story in the comments. And if you're booking flights soon, check out my partner link for great deals at no extra cost to you. Thanks for watching. Safe travels.